नमस्कार दोस्तों, फिर हाजिर हूँ एक नए एपिसोड ऑफ उड़ान के साथ। उड़ान गिविंग विंग्स टू योर ड्रीम्स। और हमारे मेहमान हैं, द गेस्ट वी आर गेटिंग इन दिस पॉडकास्ट इज young achievers, child prodigies who have the zest and the willingness and the determination to do something big in their life. And they've always already accomplished so much that we really have to applaud them. And our today's guest is Kautilya Veer. Welcome, Kautilya.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for inviting.
And if I will tell you what he is, you will be amazed. So he is a skywalker. Oh my God, he's already on the sky. So let me now request him to please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am Kautilya Veer and I'm 17. I'm from New Delhi and I am a space enthusiast. I've been working in the field of space science and astrophysics and rocket science for like past 5 years. Be it doing in physical projects or working on researches or doing competitions. I've just been doing everything related to space, and of course, observing stars is also one of my favorite hobbies. So yeah, I'd love to talk about myself, and I'd love to share a lot of insights that I've gained.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we are looking forward to a lot of good things coming from Kautilya Veer. So I will first ask him, because sky and space is something which we really go all out only as children. We just think of stars as something which we are seeing from very far, but not many children will get interested in learning about the stars or the space. So how did you get interested in all of this?
Yeah, so there is a very famous thought that I've like heard somewhere that everyone, like every single person, gets interested in space, like gets fascinated by space at some point in their life, but they
Yes,
just don't take it forward. Like
right.
every kid, like if you ask every kid that, hey, do you love stars? Yeah, like moon, stars, galaxies, everyone will be fascinated, but
Yes,
they just don't take it forward because abhi tak in our country they don't see a very stable future in the field. That's
yes,
why they don't go out and study about it. They just like want to know कि if I go somewhere and मैं लोगों को बताता हूँ something about space, everyone is like, oh my god, this is so cool, I want to study this. But people are just a little too afraid to study this professionally and get into this field. So that's how my journey started as well, just as every other teenager. But like mine was a little bit different when it was not like I went out and I looked up and I saw stars and I got fascinated and I started studying. So it was like in seventh grade, I met a few friends. I still give credits to my friends that they were the reason I am in this field right now, because peers motivate you a lot towards your goal. So I found a few friends who were interested in this space science and all that astrophysics. So we were in seventh grade. So like we were kids. हमें ऐसे basic physics भी नहीं पता था. But we used to talk about space कि ऐसे YouTube पे we used to watch videos कि क्या क्या होता है and you know the fascinating things about space and फिर हम उस पे discuss करते थे. And that's how we began. A very kind of funny thing is we began as a competition, like me as a competition to my friend. I had a very good friend and he was also interested in the same field. So when we both started growing just because we thought that like we were each other's competition. So we were like कि इसको मेरे से ज्यादा कैसे पता है तो मुझे ज्यादा पता होना चाहिए. So then we used to study like all nights to just know more than him. So
Correct.
इससे we started learning and we started growing, but later on, like एक दो साल बाद, we realized that okay, competition से कुछ नहीं होता. We should collab and we should work
Yes.
together. Then we created Infinity. It was a team of like 5 6 students. We all went interested in the field and we used to do projects and research works and kind of other things in the space field. Like we used to debate in class about some topics and it
Yeah.
was very cool. So I think
Amazing.
that's how it started.
वाओ, अमेजिंग. तो ये तो शुरुआत हो गई कि आपको स्पेस का पसंद आया. बट टू थ्री थिंग्स विच आई हैव रियली गॉट आउट फ्रॉम व्हाट यू हैव जस्ट स्पोकन इज, पहली बात तो ये है कि दोस्त जरूरी है, और
Yes.
अच्छे दोस्त तो बहुत सारा जरूरी है. So good friends really help you to grow in life. That is what gets proved from what just now Kautilya has told us. And second thing is, it is good to collab, because that is the aim thing today. Everybody wants to collab, because competition is wastage of energy of both the parties. And when you bring together two energies, you and your collaboration, you both grow together. So that's another thing which is beautifully come out from a very young person. जो बड़े बड़े लोगों को समझ में नहीं आती है बात, वो इन छोटे से बच्चों को समझ में आ गई है कि मिलके काम करके, जुट के काम करने से बहुत अच्छा रहता है. और तीसरी चीज जो समझ में आई है वो ये है कि सोशल मीडिया को किस तरह से अच्छी तरीके से भी इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता. So they have not used social media to just waste their time watching junk on YouTube. Instead, they have watched so many good things which have really helped them to find a way, a direction in life. That is what social media has done for them. So when some parents will say कि बच्चों को देखने नहीं देना चाहिए, बंद कर देना चाहिए, we can know that if guided properly and if given the right kind of atmosphere, children will actually get a lot of benefit out of technology. So thank you for bringing about all of these
Uh,
points.
so like अगर मुझे credit देना हो to something that has helped me the most to start in this field, that will be YouTube. Because when
Yeah,
we were in seventh, मैंने भी books खरीदे थे बहुत सारे when I got interested, a brief history of time or something. But like we are in seventh, we don't know how maths and calculus, तो हमें वो books समझ में नहीं आते थे. एंड
correct.
हम अपने स्कूल के टीचर्स के पास जाते थे एंड लाइक दे गेट अनॉयड कि ये सेवेंथ के बच्चे ही आके मेरे से ये पूछ रहे हैं, इन्हें तो समझ
हाँ,
भी नहीं आएगा. बट
बिल्कुल.
दैट टाइम जब हम वीडियोस देखते थे देन हमें हमें उस फील्ड में इंटरेस्ट कंटिन्यू रखने का मोटिवेशन मिलता था कि ओके दिस इज समथिंग कूल एंड आई
Hmm.
वांट टू डू इट. तो इसलिए लेट्स स्टार्ट लर्निंग एंड देन वी स्टार्टेड लर्निंग अबाउट लाइक द बेसिक फिजिक्स एंड द बेसिक मैथ्स ऑफ साइंस बिहाइंड इट जो हमने
Right.
पहले देखा था.
Correct. Correct. So yeah, that is very important thing. So important is how you use the things which are you at your hand. No, utilizing the resources which you have to get the wisdom to use your resources in the right way is very, very important. And if guided properly, everything can become very, very useful.
Yes.
So thank you so much for bringing about all of those points. But now I want, this looks so easy, no? कि हाँ इनको इंटरेस्ट आया, इन्होंने एक यूट्यूब का वीडियो देखा और उन्होंने कुछ कुछ की बनाना शुरू कर दिया. लेकिन फिर पढ़ाई कब करी? क्योंकि मम्मी डैडी तो बोलेंगे कि पढ़ाई करनी है. No, we have to study. No, you are in just 7th, 8th class. This is all your whims and fancies. Why you want to waste time on all of this? When are you studying? So I'm asking you, how can you balance, how a child can really balance, and how did you manage to balance your academics and whatever you wanted to do?
Yeah, so my case was like a little bit different from any other kid in my class in seventh. क्योंकि seventh में we don't have that much to study, but
Hmm.
kids have to play, like they go out and they play. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing or something, but I never used to like get out of my room. मेरा I used to get fun in doing these things only. Like I had a whiteboard and मैं उस पे कुछ भी करता रहता था. Like I just get to know a formula. I remember it was swords are radius, I guess. Yeah, I forgot the name. It was like how to create the radius of a black hole. And then we used to calculate कि okay, अगर Earth will turn into a black hole, then वो कितना बड़ा होगा. And we used to get fun out of that. So उसमें मुझे मजा आता था. And 10th तक तो I think it's very easy to manage. If you have if you really have interest in something, 10th class तक तो you don't have that much of academics. So you can
Hmm.
very easily manage. In 11th, 12th, even I felt okay, it's like a bit tight to
Yeah.
manage things.
Yes.
So yeah, then I had to like just manage it anyhow, that doing school things in school and tuition and फिर घर पे आके रात में I'm just doing some work for my competition or like some research work or something. It's like you can manage everything if you really have genuine interest in it. अगर
Correct.
आपको कोई चीज सिर्फ इसलिए करनी है because it looks cool, then
Hmm.
I don't think कि 11th 12th grade में जब आपके पास इतना ज्यादा एकेडमिक वर्कलोड होगा कि कोई कर पाएगा. Like I
Correct.
had a lot of friends जो कि ऐसे गिटार सीखते थे from like 6th 5th grade, but वो 11th तक आते आते they gave up क्योंकि
हाँ,
उनका कोई genuine interest नहीं था. They were just doing it because it was cool and like आसपास सब कर रहे थे तो वो भी सीख रहे थे. But 10th में आके most people give up. So the only thing that can help you manage your academics with something else is how genuinely are you interested in that thing, in that
correct.
project you're working on. And also, I never, like, even my parents never forced me to get like the topmost grade ever possible in each grade. So I was like, okay, if I'm getting 96 and I have to put in 12 hours a day, and if I'm putting like 6 hours a day and I'm still getting 91, so I
Hmm.
choose the second option because मैं बाकी के 6 घंटे में I will do something else that will create a little more impact than
Yes.
this just like 5% in my report card. So yeah, this was like they call smart work, that you work smartly and not just hard to
Hard
get
work. Yes, yes,
possible.
yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of calculation is already going into what he's saying here, that 90% is not that value creating or impactful. Then when he is doing a lot of
Yeah.
other also, and that is what he has done. Like in 11th, 12th, he has been able to go to so many competitions where he has presented so many new things, and he has got a lot of awards for that. And what is that one good memory of your awards or anything else you would like to share about your interest? Maybe two,
Okay,
three
so
also. Two, three
हाँ,
memories.
okay, so बहुत सारे हैं like memories, like every time I do something like कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे memorable हो ही जाता है. The most recent I remember is like in 11th grade we did the NSS Space Element Design Challenge with my friends, like with my teammates. We were a team of 5 people and we participated in that. तो उसमें the fact was कि the date of the mission was मेरे 11th के final exams के बीच में. So it was
Okay.
like next day is my physics exam and today is like the date of submission. And
Okay.
as per universal club rule, हम last moment पे ही काम करते हैं. So even though we planned कि हम January 15 तक we will finish everything, but we know कि होना तो वो submission deadline के end में ही है, कि हम plan कर लेंगे कि हम 1 महीने पहले सब कुछ करके finish करके submit कर देंगे, but होता वो like अगर 12 बजे deadline है तो 11:59 पे we are submitting.
Oh my God.
Yes. तो उसमें क्या हुआ कि we were a team of 5 people, but जैसे जैसे 11th के एग्जाम्स आए finals, so like 11th is like a really dangerous class. I'll say it's a nightmare. Okay, it's like 10th to 11th jump is very huge. Like 11th
Yes.
में you know everyone is like getting like उसके grades drop हो रहे हैं and everyone is like panicking कि ये क्या हो रहा है, ऐसे grades
I
क्यों drop
know.
हो.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
तो 11th के फाइनल्स में आउट ऑफ 5 people लाइक 2 3 तो ऐसे ही घोस्ट कर दिए, लाइक दे जस्ट बैक्ड आउट क्योंकि
Hmm.
ऑब्वियसली दे वांटेड टू स्कोर गुड इन फाइनल्स. सो
Yeah.
उन्होंने बोला कि कॉम्पिटिशन्स आई डोंट केयर, आई
Yes.
रियली नीड टू स्टडी करने में ज्यादा ग्रेड्स लाए. बट आई एंड वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स, तो हमने सोचा कि ओके 11th ग्रेड एंड दूसरे साइड दिस इंटरनेशनल कॉम्पिटिशन विच इज लाइक वर्ल्ड वाइड हो रहा है.
Right.
So like we thought कि okay it's okay to थोड़ा सा ये manage करके and put in time in something that we are doing for the first time, and जो हर साल हर कोई नहीं करता है. 11th में तो हर साल हर कोई finals देता है, but not everyone does NSS का space
Yes.
element competition. So I remember I and one of my friends, like we worked like around I guess like 30 or 32 hours straight
Oh my God.
without sleeping, on call, and like all night all day, and we're just on call and we're editing the document and we're putting pictures in it and we're like modifying it. formatting it. So like that was a grind that I'll always remember that okay. And
Oh
अगले दिन
God.
is our physics का exam.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
then is our physics का exam. So we are like हमें पता है we are compromising on that, but we know कि okay this is worth more than that.
Right.
But so yeah, that was a very memorable thing. And फिर हमने submit किया and like I remember submission was 3 p.m. in Indian time. And around 1 p.m. पे मेरा वो जो फ्रेंड था जिसके साथ मैं काम कर रहा था he slept अपने घर में अपने रूम में and his door was locked.
Oh
तो फिर
God.
तो फिर we had to call his mom, like पहले हमने उसके डैड को कॉल किया, he was outside, then we had to call his mom and फिर जाके उन्होंने गेट नॉक किया, फिर वो उठा and then we submitted and finally हमने सोचा कि ओके अब हमारे पास एक रात बचा है और हमारे पास फिजिक्स का पेपर है, let's see what we can do. हमें जो करना था वो तो हमने कर लिया.
Correct. So
But
what was the result? The most important thing with the audience
yeah.
would like to know is what was the result of that submission?
Yeah, so I think it was all worth it because we won first prize in our category worldwide on in
Wow.
that competition. So I remember like my friend, like he scored, like we both scored low in physics in that exam. But जब result आया, then he's like clicking a picture of उसका answer sheet जिस पे उसके marks लिखे हुए हैं and another picture of NSS का certificate, first prize, grade 11th. And then he posts it in our group and like he writes ki okay it was all worth it.
Actually, it was worth it. Yes, because your foundations are so clear, your concepts are so clear. So if that one physics exams was little compromised, but you at the end of the day, you know that you know the foundations. So the
Yeah,
model was not based out of biology; it was made out of physics only. So if those physics answers were not given, but actually the physics was already there in
exactly,
your head,
yes.
it was there in your head. You were living it.
And in that competition only like हम अपने school के physics teacher से they were very supportive and we were like usually going to her and that ये ऐसा model है and like we had to make a structure of a space settlement and फिर हम कहाँ से हम इसमें torque लगाएंगे तो फिर ये कैसे rotate करेगा artificial gravity and it was like all physics and maths. So
Yeah.
we at the end we were doing physics and maths, but just not what we were supposed to do in the exam.
Yes, so that's fine. That's so fine. I must really
Thank
applaud
you. Thank
and your
you.
team. So we this was a very interesting episode. Actually, very interesting thing which you told, a memorable one, and I think a lot of people will really remember this. And a lot of thing will people or children who will actually see will actually go back and say that okay, I can do something big if I'm not even concentrating on this. But the bigger picture is more important than those small pictures. No, so our vision has to be a little bigger, and that
Yeah.
is how we can really grow in life. So thank you so much for that once again. But now that we know, again, everything looks so simple. Okay, 32 hours waking up at a stretch without sleeping. I don't know how much they ate or not, but that was really amazing. So, what are the real challenges actually which you have faced up till now? And how do you keep yourself motivated in spite of the challenges?
Okay, so the first challenge that like is in top of my head is like the age itself. Because I like is saal I've given my 12th and I'm going to college and I'm 16. So it's been like a lot. I've faced a lot of disadvantages because I am not 18, yeah, I'm a little underage. Because there was this international astronautical conference in Baku where I was supposed to go to present my research and like my abstract was selected, but I could not go and I found out that okay, 18 plus ही उधर जा सकते हैं, below 18 are not allowed.
Oh my God.
So and also in that NSS event, so NSS when we won the first prize, then we had to make a video and a presentation and send them, and then we were invited to I forgot some conference which was an international space conference, something like that. It was gonna be held in Frisco, Texas.
Hmm.
But again उस time में we were like 14 15 I guess, तो उस वजह से 15 days में ऐसे visa process and a lot ये थोड़ा सा ऐसे हासिल था, तो we couldn't even go there.
Oh my
So
God.
itself
Yeah.
and abhi bhi, like I'm going for my visa interview. So I don't know. I think let's see what happens. Agar
Fingers
visa
crossed.
go ho
Fingers
jayega, yeah,
crossed. Yes.
yes, because I've seen people going there below 18, but like I am not sure कि मतलब ऐसे visa interviewer को कैसा feel होगा, and like he might like refuse the visa and like I have to defer my admission. I don't know. So yeah,
We are keeping our fingers crossed, Kautilya.
yes,
Don't just worry about it. And that is what important thing is, that in spite of the challenge, we don't give up. No,
yes,
that's
we
the
don't
most
give up,
important.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
We don't give
And
up.
a lot of challenges happen, like sometimes you have to do a competition but you don't find the teammates you want, like we did a competition where we needed a 3D modeler, like to make the 3D models, but we couldn't find one. So like one of my friends, he had to learn 3D modeling in like 24 hours, ऐसे एक दिन दो दिन में, and like he was not a 3D modeler, but he learned it just for that competition, and ਫਿਰ he applied, and
Mhm.
we used that, like his 3D model. So again, like challenges come, but you need to be strong enough. Like we could have easily give up कि okay 3D modeler नहीं हम कैसे कर सकते हैं this competition,
Correct,
but
correct, correct.
we thought कि okay competition तो करना है, and now let's figure out कैसे. We were like कि अगर कुछ नहीं होगा then we will hire some 3D modeler and फिर हम
Hmm.
कुछ तो करेंगे, but we just said yes to competition even before thinking about कि हम 3D
Yeah.
modeler कहाँ से लाएंगे.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
So very beautiful thing has again come out from what he has told, but he doesn't know that he is giving a lot of words of wisdom. So I have to extract those and tell to everybody here. So how he is saying that in spite of not having a 3D modeler, he is able to give yes to the competition. So that shows that we are not focused on the problem, we are focusing on the solution. So when we are focused on the solution, automatically the solution appears. No, the problems already vanishes and the solution appears. So
Yeah,
that
and
is the way. Ji.
usually जब कुछ होता है and like I have to do something but I have a problem, I just think okay, is it possible for me कि ये possibly ये चीज हो सकती है. If it
Hmm.
is possible then okay ठीक है,
Hmm.
मतलब possible होगा तो वो तो हम कर लेंगे, we will
Simple.
manage.
Hmm.
कि तो and like impossible तो कोई चीज होती नहीं. So
कुछ नहीं
again
होता.
कि
हाँ.
again तो
इम्पॉसिबल में
hard
तो
है.
आई एम पॉसिबल होता है ना.
Yes, तो
पॉसिबल
like
को भी
we were
अगर
like
बोलो तो इट इज कैरिंग आई एम पॉसिबल.
I am possible, right? So like if something is difficult, then I'm like, okay, can it be possibly done? अगर मेरी जगह कोई और होता इस दुनिया का, तो like क्या ये possible होता? And like if it is possible, then okay, we'll give it a try. We might not be
Yeah.
successful, but again, what like
Correct.
try
Correct.
करने में क्या जाता है? Let's give it a
Wonderful. So that is the most important thing कि we have to try. We have to try till we succeed. And I always say या तो हम कर पाएंगे या तो हम नहीं कर पाएंगे. Try तो ऐसे कुछ होता ही नहीं. या तो हम कर सकते हैं या तो हम नहीं कर सकते. और जब हमने सोच ही लिया कि हम कर सकते हैं तो हम कर ही सकते हैं.
yes.
So when we have made the mind that we will be able to do it, we can do it. Right? So
Yeah.
yeah, this is very, very wonderful. And I can understand that how you keep yourself motivated and you are also keeping your teammates motivated by this attitude of yours. Very
Yeah, right. One more thing is like जब हमने NSS किया था, like our school, like वो पिछले 6 साल से NSS नहीं कर रहा था वो competition. So like we did not have any पहले का हमारे school का documents or much resources.
correct.
But like there were other schools जहाँ से हर साल बच्चे करते थे, and like they had all the resources कि हर 6 साल के उनके school का proposals उनके पास है, they can just take some ideas here and there.
Correct. Correct.
But like we did not have anything, but we are like okay कोई तो first time करता ही होगा, so we will see.
Absolutely. So you became the pioneers again.
Yes.
No? और pioneer बनने में तो मजा ही कुछ और है. No, when you become a pioneer, that is a different model because you set the trend and you have set the trend in a very big way. The
Yeah,
benchmark
and
is
like
very high.
एक बार हमने वो कर दिया and like we have some resources ready, so अब next year से school की team participate कर सकेगी because they have a lot of resources already कि हाँ last year का ये हमारे school का
Correct.
proposal है, and
Correct.
like और भी like we made a entire पूरा folder कि इसमें हमारे सारे resources है for future use कि हमारे school के बच्चे
Correct.
if they are interested in space and like
Correct.
they want to carry on the space club and participate in all these things. So we just did that for
Wonderful.
like
So wonderful. So
festive.
wonderful. You have already put the path correctly for your predecessors now, and they can take it forward.
Yeah.
So one last message. I know we can continue to talk because he has so much to tell, and I really love listen to children about their achievements. But yes, what is your message? You have given a lot of words of wisdom, but one last message for your audience.
I have a very favorite quote, and it's in my room only. Like मैं ऐसे table पे रखता हूँ.
Okay.
It is whenever there is darkness, there is an extraordinary opportunity for light to burn brighter.
Wow.
So this just basically means कि if something is not going right, then you have the opportunity. कि if you can make it go right, you're doing some like big, huge thing. So now
Correct.
is the best opportunity for you to work out and make it go right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So deep. This is so deep and coming from this small child. Very, very deep. Because when you are not able to do it, that is the time that you need to do it.
Yeah.
Yes. Plain and simple. So thank you so much, Kautilya. It was really wonderful speaking to you. And I'm sure a lot of children will get inspired. I'm sure even the adults will get inspired. And they will really bless you for what you're doing. And all the best for your next future endeavors, whatever you have to do, and excel and bring laurels to yourself, your parents, your country. All the best.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you for inviting.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.